what was we trying to do? Are we really trying to present these artists on this hierarchy, on these lists, or are we just trying to drive engagement for our brand or our handles or our name?
The OWN show came out, the Oprah Winfrey show.
On me, we was trying to tell about Drake, everything, bro, and people just like take care had to happen.
Yeah.
We like, no, bro, this nigga Drake, bro. Respect the Cuddy and the music he made and what he's doing. Like, I never took it as offense. You listen to the music, he's not going at nobody. He's stating the facts in his own right.
All right, so we are here again. We talked about it the fourth time.
Yeah, man.
It might be a world record, but Steph Simon.
Man, bro. Fourth time. I'm on this, like, I don't know if this is an offense thing. I hope this is the last time.
Okay.
But
what do you mean by that?
But not like that.
You don't like me or?
No, bro. I want to get to the point where, like, it's hard to get me up
No,
here.
I feel you.
If that makes sense. Because that means I'm, like, doing... Bro, did we talk about that? J. Cole waving off Narwhal? I'm not going to never wave you off.
Yeah.
But, like, he scheduled a Narwhal interview a year ago, like a year after. He ran into him. I don't know if anybody ever took that like I took it or even seen it. But there's footage. Narwhal was trying to get an interview. I would love an interview from Narwhal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be like, I made it. J. Cole, on the other hand, gets off stage. Narwhal is backstage, rolling loud. J. Cole. And he like, I ain't got time. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't do it.
Oh, I have seen that
and
clip.
He's like, I can't do it. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
Next year.
Maybe next year. And he did it next year, but he processed his schedule in his brain.
Yeah.
I watched him do that shit and was like, let's schedule it for this time next year, and actually did it. But I'm like, I'm not busy enough.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't mean it like I don't want to be up here, but I mean it in a like, man, I can do it next year.
It'd be hard to get
like,
in.
It's hard to get in here, bro. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So that goes for everything. Norman Fest just dropped, headlining.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be my third Norman. I hope it's my last.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it's like, we want to get them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want
to where you're not doing the same.
Right.
Yeah,
bro.
Absolutely.
That's all, bro. So if that makes sense.
No, it definitely does. And I actually wanted to have that conversation kind of anyway a little bit about it's kind of hot right now as far as the media and, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and you kind of spoke on it a little bit a few months back as far as just, you know.
Right.
Media versus, you know,
tabloid,
clicks. And,
tabloid versus media and clickbait and things like that. Yeah, bro, I believe it. I believe that. What's the question, though, before how do I feel about it?
Well, yeah, and I mean, you know, there's been a lot of talk of, you know, I don't know if you saw, like, Elliot Wilson was talking about Kai and, you know, just a lot. Joe Budden talking about Kai.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I just felt like you probably have an opinion on, you know, media and what makes sense for, you know, you as an artist and other artists. And
I'm old, bro. I'm 36. I didn't know Kai was even labeled media. I didn't know that. So
I mean, I don't know if he is either, but
I didn't know that. But
people are going to do him rather than,
to learn,
you know,
about
go to
artists. Yeah, that's true.
Rap Radar, like, you know.
Yeah, or I mean, that's 106 in Park or TRL.
Exactly.
Is how I identify it today. Is if I did a Kai interview or got to hang with him on his stream, I would think that was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool person in real life, so I don't think I'm too old to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'll be in there playing, I'm goofy. You know what I'm saying? I would enjoy that. But in the Tulsa standpoint, I do be thinking people know without a doubt to let me raise attention for my platform and drop a list because it's gonna.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's like a 97% rate of causing some type of uproar.
100%.
It's never gonna.
100%.
It's never gonna like not raise. I can drop a list right now from a fake page that I create and just drop a list that I ain't even on. Just pick any rappers in the shuffle and people are gonna like go crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying about it. So it doesn't matter, and I feel like people are intentionally doing that, and that's how I felt. And I said something, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't mean no harm, bro. Like that's just how I felt. I be feeling like it's a slow week. Let's drop a list. You know what I'm saying? I
No,
need
I
some
mean that is
engagement.
a you know
Let's drop a list
that
and,
is
and get the people going.
a
Cause that's
hack
what, yeah,
to
it's a
like
hack, bro.
to
Like,
engagement because somebody's gonna not be on the list and they're mad about
and
it.
they're gonna get in the comments, and them
Yeah.
comments
But
drive
then see, my thing is
engagement.
you look at something like that and it's got 300 comments and 100 likes. Like it's not
Right,
I don't know.
exactly. And I'm like, what was we trying to do? Are we really trying to present these artists on this hierarchy, on these lists, or are we just trying to drive engagement for our brand or our handles or our name? Like, what's the end goal? And I don't be understanding that. So, if people really care about the artists, like they say they do, let's do some work to put these artists where they need to be, and in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Let's put them in front of people. I don't have everybody. Everybody don't listen to me. I'm always in need of a new platform or demographic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not fucked up about doing an interview and speaking with people if it makes sense. But do we care about that enough? And are we doing that? I didn't see. I don't see too many platforms doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I was vocal about it, and that's across the board. That's not just a Tulsa thing. That's like we're the we're understanding how the internet works, and we're like doing the. It's like trying to get to the line for a basketball player to just know how to get fouls all the time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
feel like to me. It's like, bro, you're not really playing the game. You're just trying to get,
Getting around the
yeah,
system, kind of
you know
like
what I'm
taking
saying?
advantage of the
Exactly.
system. Yeah, for
So,
sure. So I mean, even though I think the reason we're able to do these a lot is because you never short on things to talk about. You're always busy, right? And so
I always got something to talk about, bro,
definitely.
for sure.
And so I kind of want to just go through a couple of the highlights. It been what probably a year since the last
It was
10 months, something like
it
that.
was almost a, it's going on a year, bro, because it was around this time I do this run around South by
Hmm.
time. So it's almost a year because we did that Douglas Theater.
Yeah, that same day.
It was, yeah,
Hmm.
so it's around, it's almost a year, bro.
Okay, so that was before y'all went to Harvard, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, let's talk about that real quick. Just being able to keep the FILA movement going, and people engaged in it, and going
Man,
because that's not like you went to
as long
O
as
triple C or something. That's you know what I mean,
yeah,
like
for sure, bro. Like as long as I mean, FILA movement gonna be going as long as I rap, as long as I'm
yeah,
alive, as long as viewers alive, as long as Tone is alive, as long as like these artists are alive, the FILA movement is always gonna have some representation going. But Harvard was probably the most amazing thing because I'm not out of my element too much. I'm always in my world when I do my music or carry myself. I'm always in my parameters. I only go to shows where they want me to be there. Like
yeah,
I'm not in too many places where I'm there and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here right now? Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, for
And that
sure,
was one of them places. And I'm a Boston Red Sox fan and I'm a Boston Celtic fan, even though before OKC Thunder came to OKC, I was a big Boston Celtic. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Paul Pierce, favorite player, and I've never been over there. You know what I'm saying? But Harvard, How High is one of my favorite movies. I'm walking around the campus and I'm just like, dang, this is
yeah,
Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? This is the movie. But I don't normally be in places where I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing here with the homies and fifth grade kids
yeah,
from North Tulsa? Fifth grade kids playing the violin from North Tulsa is crazy in itself. Just finding black kids to play the violin, to play instruments in today's world is crazy. And we took them to Harvard, and I'm tripping. So I know they still on the high.
yeah,
Because that kid,
yeah,
you
no,
don't forget nothing like that. And I can't forget it. Like sometimes I'll just be sitting down, I'll be like, damn, bro, we really went to Harvard. and we was talking that shit
Yeah.
on stage. I was drunk as hell. Like I don't even be drunk at my own. Like I'm out there wilding. Like I'm out there smoking weed, cause you could just smoke and walk around out there.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, like I was out there
Yeah.
taking it all in. I'm like, I'm really out there living, having a good time, eating food, buying shoes, just living the life, bro. Really like living the life for that time we was there. And it's just one of them things I'm never gonna forget.
Definitely. How did you get the tiny desk at McDonald's? What was that like? How did that even happen?
Bro,
Because you
shout
worked
out.
you worked at McDonald's first, right?
No,
I'm
I
saying
worked
like
at
that.
Sonic. Oh
No,
no,
that
yeah, I
day,
worked
like
that
they had
day.
you like do the
So that was
fake,
my
like,
idea.
let me do the shift thing.
I was like, man, they was like, how can we promote it? And I was like, man, it's North Tulsa, bro. Somebody I know is gonna be in the drive-through. It's the only McDonald's in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So let me pop out of the window. People was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? Hey, can you give me some hash browns at the back? Like, I'm giving people free food, messing up the line, holding up the line. But I was like, nah, let me work. You know what I'm saying? I used to work fast food. Let me work. And then it got to the point of the sport, because I'm holding up the line. I forget that I'm just doing this for content, and now I'm trying to like
Get the
the
times
numbers
down,
right.
keep it in the green.
Like
Yeah, I
I'm
worked
really,
it.
I'm like, all right, I'm trying to, I'm so competitive, bro. Like now I'm trying to learn it
Yeah.
because they laughing at me because I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm trying to learn it. Now I'm talking. I need fries. I need four of this. I need this and this. I need a shake. I need a frap. Like I'm really at this point. An hour in, I'm working now.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I want to like do it. I want to like get in the rhythm of doing it. But nah, that was my idea that turned into me actually working for 4 hours, doing a breakfast rush, trying to promote. They was taking pictures of me and stuff, trying to promote it. And I was like, that'll get people to come. It was packed. We packed that whole McDonald's out. But KUAF or KUF radio, a friend of mine that I rap with out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. And he's an organizer and he does events like I do, reached out, was like, hey man, McDonald's is doing a lunch hour series and they want to include people from their cities and they picked me for Tulsa, you know what I'm saying, to do it. And just to perform with no band. I was like, nah, I gotta bring my band in there and really light it up. And they actually reached back to do it again, bigger. So we're working on them McDonald's sponsoring Dreamland this year.
Oh,
what
wow.
We're working on, so which is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of already been in talk, so I can talk about it. It's gonna happen. But that's the dope part. They liked it so much that they wanted to do something again. But I was like, hey, I got a festival. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's amazing. Like, let's do that. Let's
For
do
sure.
it there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of, you know what I'm saying, French fries and happening.
Ice cream machine working or no?
Type shit.
Oh, me for sure.
Type shit.
I wanted you to speak on that kind of from a perspective of like building those relationships with like corporate people and business people, and you know how important that's been to helping the music side
I
of
feel
things.
like JB of Tulsa. Sometimes.
Okay, explain. I know what you mean
You know
by
what
that,
I'm
but
saying?
yeah,
Like rapping at the OKC Thunder. If we had a Thunder team, I feel like that would be me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I am a lot of entities and corporate that want to get into music. Sometimes I'll be feeling like the Jackie Robinson of rap in Tulsa, and sometimes like, man, y'all just calling me because I'm the most familiar face, but at the same time, I'm like, if that's who I am. That's who I am, and let me keep the lines open for somebody to come after me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
these are bags.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like
McDonald's is not.
yeah, bro. I was good, bro. I was eating. I was
Yeah.
really eating. I'm really straight for shows like that would for one show, and I'm just like, dog, this is what's up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And keeping those lines open, performing, making sure they love it, doing the best you can, making sure they love the show. I got good music. I'm being me. I'm rapping how I rap. I ain't changing. They loving who I am. I know how to speak. I know how to ask questions, and you know what I'm saying, and keep the relationships available to do it again. I'm always like, how can we do this again?
Yeah.
And so it's really important to me because it's another lane that I'm carving out and opening, and more opportunities. I always leave the door open for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, I can move into a space once I move into another space. So I think it's dope. I think it's important. And, I'm gonna continue to be that in Tulsa. So for sure.
Absolutely. Another one of those kind of in that same, you know, lane. I guess the OWN show came out, the Oprah Winfrey show.
On me,
That was, I don't even think,
crazy.
was that filmed yet? I don't even think the last time we talked.
It was. We
Or
were
you may have
filming.
you may have known
I
about
knew
it.
it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had just got back from South by. It's where they went looking for a Fire in Little Africa set at South by. Seeing Hakeem, and met Hakeem. Hakeem called me, and I called you. We all sat down, and they was like, "We want to film Fire in Little Africa as a part of this." And I was like, "We're going to Harvard. Y'all can film that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I called you. He was like, "Let's get it." And the mansion, just telling they wanted to see the mansion. You know what I'm saying, about where we did it at, and that was crazy. I was happy that like I ain't have to like whip up no story. We was already.
You had something
I'm
for them to come
already
see,
in.
yeah.
I'm you know what I'm saying. I'm already at the mansion. We already going to Harvard. When they got here, I had a show that night, so they could see who you know what I'm saying, who they dealing with. Just being around me, walking around the city, they just like, dang, bro, you kind of got your hand in a lot that's going on out here. I'm glad you being a part of this show. It's kind of the person we looking for, and just telling them about more people they need to shoot and the more places they need to visit. And I still got lines with the producers for that show. You know what I'm saying? Like just to know them, because I was studying how they operate, how they shoot, and their production schedules, and like I was studying camera angles and like everything. That whole process, I was just studying how they move, and they were telling me all the shows, Love and Hip Hop, and all the different shows that they do. And I was just like, dang, this is crazy. I'm kind of seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Being casted in it, and also seeing how fast they do it. And it was a writer's block. It wasn't no writers or nothing, so everything is just improv. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no script or nothing like
So
that.
it was real, like, I mean, I'm sure they told you, like, hey, walk back and we need to get this shot or something like that, but nothing.
So
like,
the worst part about that, bro, I got a scene on there where I make this face and I look stupid. I hate it. And I haven't watched the show because I don't want to see me doing that on TV. But they were like, we need you to be excited. And I'm like, I don't get excited.
I am excited.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really get excited like what y'all want.
Yeah.
And so they hid me in a room so I couldn't see. They wanted me to be excited when I seen what they did to the studio. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wanted me to walk in and be excited. And I walked in and I wasn't excited enough.
Yeah.
So they was like, we got to do it again. And I was like, what y'all want? And they was like, yeah, we want that. Was you rolling? That's enough right there. Like,
Oh, and
so they cut that motherfucker good. And I'm just like, and I was like, bro, that's not the shot. You know what I'm saying, that I wanted. And I was like, fuck it, keep it. That's what I get. You know what I'm saying, for playing around the camera. But I learned how to be like, that's on the record, that's off the record. Like, I just learned, you know what I'm saying, so much. But now I was like this, just joking. And he was like, yeah, that's perfect. You got to overdo it. You kind of got to, for TV, to explain it, you got to like overly do it. And I'm not even doing it right now, like talking to you, but I do got to like get into my even when I'm like trying to promote. I do it now. If you look at the Dreamland content,
Yeah.
I'm talking like Bun B with Trillburger. If you pay attention to how Bun B,
You gotta get into character.
I gotta
kinda.
get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and promote
Not that it's
Trillburger.
a character,
So
but you know what I mean. Like,
no, for 100%. So Bun B really helped me get comfortable in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a code switch, but it's not at the same time because they're explaining how millions of people are they don't know me for anything. So you got to exaggerate yourself
Yeah.
every time. I'm just like, and this is the mansion here. We built this stage. It ain't shit. You know, they're like, no, you got to be like, and we built this stage with our bare hands so the community can come rap. Like, you know, like you got to really tell the world this is amazing. And I'm just like, yeah, we built this stage. This house 100
that's kind of how
years
you
old.
like to like let stuff talk for itself.
Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to explain. Like, my personality ain't really. I'm not a car salesman.
Yeah. No,
I just do things. And when I built it, I wasn't doing it to be like, this is the most.
Oprah, come look at this stage
you know
I built.
Yeah. So when LaRussell built the pergola, and he was like, I built the motherfucking stage in my backyard. Like, he made it larger than life. I seen what the effect of making things larger than life does. I was like, damn,
it's like wrestling kind of.
I didn't
like
sell this shit enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And so that's another person that helped me get comfortable with my personality because he sold his backyard like Disneyland to the world. You know what I'm saying? And it makes I'm going. I want to go see it. And I'm like, bro, I can make people want to come see a mansion.
For sure.
And like in Greenwood, in Blackwall. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't doing it.
Because that's literally just his backyard.
Yeah,
it's no cool story or
just
nothing. He just lived there.
Like, and I'm like, he got everybody to want to come be a part of that. And I'm like, damn, I really just be treating great shit like, we just did an album with Motown, 50 people. Got a song with Charlie Wilson. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Next thing, I got a festival. It ain't nothing. Shit, we had a Russell Rhapsody there, Larry June, Currency. Nothing. It ain't shit. You know, that's how I really be treating it, and then getting mad that people treat it how I treat it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
People treating it like it ain't shit. When I do it, I'm like, nigga, this is the greatest shit ever. I'll be at home mad. Like, nigga, I just did this and this, and motherfuckers is treating this shit like it ain't. And I'll be like, it's because I'll be acting like it's just
regular
day in the park.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to, Oprah, Bun B, and LaRussell made me be like, I don't have to sell it, but at least start acting like it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's larger than fucking life. This shit is larger than life. So for sure.
Definitely. And then the other main thing I wanted to have you talk about a little bit is and you can explain it to me because I'm not even sure exactly what it is. They're doing like a pop culture museum, I guess, in Tulsa.
OKPop. Yeah, man. OKPop, which is built across the street from Sound Pony. It's just going to have a lot of... Man, I went in there the other day to do my interview, and they had I don't know if it's Oklahoma history or not, but the house on Home Alone 2 where the little sticky bandits, what was his name? What was the actor? I can't think of their names, bro. It was the two dudes.
Yeah, I don't know.
They was robbing a toy store, and it's a scene where he's like in the little dollhouse, like looking when the store was closed. That dollhouse from the movie was like in there, like getting put.
Is there some tie? You don't know, I guess.
I don't know if it's like any ties to Oklahoma or whatever, what have you, but it was there. Like, they just got a bunch of random things, but like a lot of Tulsa artists, from singers, writers, book writers, just people in the Oklahoma community, like, period, are just getting put in there to display. So I got to do a storytelling, speaking thing about myself that'll be in there forever. So it's pretty cool. I think that's dope.
That's super dope. Yeah, absolutely.
That's another thing. It's like I just did it. Like,
you're in the museum. Like, act like
I'm in a museum. I'm in a I'm in the Black Wall Street
Yeah.
Rising Museum. Right when you walk in, you see it's nothing. It's just another day. I'm on a few murals. Like I really be. I don't be
I
wanting to
did see
like.
Tyler posted that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be on that mural, bro. I be like super like. I work to get it. I always wanted these things,
yeah,
and then when they happen, I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, it is great, and I do treat it as great. I just don't be wanting to like, I'm real considerate of people's feelings when it comes to things like that. Like, I don't be wanting to like, I be wanting to make sure it's clear that I'm a representation for like motivation for people to like achieve
yeah,
things. Like, I be trying to make sure that's clear because it can get
yeah.
taken as
That's
not.
does that worry you? Like, I mean, in terms of like being around Tulsa and wanting to act like I'm doing too much, to where people are
Yeah, for
getting
sure.
getting mad and feeling some type of way about
Yeah,
stuff.
100%. It's not I don't want to say it's an everyday thing, but it's you get both. You get the good sides of it, and you get the worst parts of it often.
Yeah,
You get both. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in a position financially yet to distance myself in a protective way.
yeah,
So I do have to be really aware of my surroundings and where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why you don't see the judge who just gave somebody a life sentence at the same club as
yeah,
the homies of the person that got the life. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
It's
for
the
sure.
reason why the chief of police ain't kicking it at the rap shows with,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The strippers ain't even just out in their stripper gear with you know,
yeah,
it's like you gotta find a way to disguise or separate yourself if you're gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? That quick trip, just getting gas, and everybody like, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
the nigga that got a song with Charlie Wilson. He gotta be rich. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man? I'm
no, for
like,
sure.
nigga, I'm just getting 20 on two.
Yeah,
Just let me live my life, and like, and I'll be on my way. Man, can you introduce me to Charlie Wilson? Like, I just
I would
I
if I
just
could, but
worked with
yeah,
him.
I'll be.
That's all. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? So it's you get both. And you just gotta stay. You gotta know this is where life is for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. We was trying to tell niggas about Drake, everything, bro, and people just like take care had to happen.
yeah,
We like, no, bro, this nigga Drake, bro. This nigga's the nigga, bro.
like so far gone, Drake. Like,
Yeah, bro,
yeah,
comeback season. We're trying to warn niggas. Wiz Khalifa, bro, play this motherfucking cushion orange juice, bro. Watch. Like, I don't know no fucking Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, y'all wait till Black and Yellow, bro. God dang, bro. Like, Larry June. I
it's
don't know
like
no fuck.
Oklahoma's kind of like that in general, though.
We are, bro. We take so long, and that's the problem with the festival. Is I gotta find a sweet spot of Ayla Russell that's not expensive, but can still get people to come out. Like enough people know about them that where I'm not like risking all my fucking money.
Yeah, and like you damn near got to take a chance and book it
And
6 months in advance to
bro,
where
to
people
really
know.
work
Like,
it and hope his momentum is gonna like align with
yeah,
finally hitting Tulsa's like antennas, or you can just get Webby or somebody that you know is gonna like that we know is gonna come bring people out, and I'll be like, I can get the Webbies and stuff like that, but we're never gonna change the dynamic of
bring
how
the same.
shows
Yeah,
are if we don't like get the new people worked in, bro. So it was hard promoting Larry June. We at the Travis Scott concert at BOK Center. We giving people these Larry June. Who is Larry June? Who is Larry June? I'm like, nigga, like damn, y'all don't fucking know who Larry June is. Like fuck.
yeah,
And then after the festival, he dropped a project with Cardo, 91.
yeah. And everybody knew who he
about
was.
Larry June. And he came to the city and did well. Like y'all
Yeah.
got a good.
Like last year.
Y'all got a well before Dreamland. He came to the
Oh.
Tower Theater and did well. And I didn't even know who he was when he came to the tower. That's how I got onto him. But I'm a Dom Kennedy fan and Currency, so he was in the mix of that music. But it's hard, bro. It's hard finding somebody that is too expensive, I can't afford, or like they blow up quick and I can't afford them. And we just don't know them when they're affordable. They're not worth bringing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with Dreamland, with booking. And then, like, I could bring a Pusha T or somebody that I like personally,
and it's not
but it's not going to do the numbers because it's like, don't nobody say play Pusha T. I've never heard nobody say put that Pusha T on. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I've never heard nobody say put anybody on.
That's true.
Like, for real.
That's true.
But,
I mean, yeah.
But the city dynamic doesn't have enough fans for Pusha T. And they do if he comes on his own. But not me risking my money on the behalf of he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He want his money, he's leaving. So I can't do my personal favorites either.
Yeah.
And I got good taste in music,
but it's not about just the
it's not about
good
my
shows.
taste. Like it's not about my taste of music. Right. Y'all do a great job, bro. Boston and D-Lo's coming. Y'all brought Mexican OT out here in the city.
Yeah.
BX the Plug, like y'all be hitting them right at the time, but y'all got enough people out here, like Thunder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OKC Thunder, it's enough activated out here, and GQ spoke on the nightlife, I believe, that makes that like efficient because it's enough. The city is the capital. It's a big city.
Yeah,
it's right by Dallas. It's enough people, even if it's 500. It's not a 500. Mexican OT, probably Mexican OT. We got a great Hispanic community.
Yeah, that's kind of a cheat code.
Yeah, bro, for real. But like you know, we can go down the line of artists. It's just people know them, but it's like 60 people that's just like
hardcore.
Yeah, like
and then you to pay their ticket. You know, like
I need 660.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to get in kind of. Pivoting, you know, off what we were talking about, it kind of plays into it, right? So the word I'm looking for, like the juxtaposition, I guess, of you know, not wanting to pop it, right? And then you got this album called Tulsa King coming out.
I'm popping. Nah, right? Yeah, so, I'm popping it. Bro.
Where you're the king of the city. So I mean, it's like.
Bro,
where does that balance kind of fit for you?
Knowing that what I'm saying is true.
Yeah.
Popping truth. I'm not making up nothing. It's not fabricated. It might be exaggerated on some instances, but I'm not. It's still in line. You know, it's on brand. Everything I'm saying is on brand with what I do and who I am. And just got comfortable with I don't care what you feel about it or not. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true. It's 10,000 times 10,000 hours of hard work to get here. That's the only thing that got me here. And I'm cool with popping it off of that foundation. I'm not popping it off of somebody placed me here or a privileged situation. It's like everything that I've earned has been strictly off of like wanting it and going to get it, however long it took, and not quitting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only popping. I got it. You can get it.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Why you want mine?
Yeah.
I'm only popping it like that. Why you want mine? I did it. You should be able to do it.
Honestly,
because you're better than me.
I feel like a lot of the. I mean, I'm not on like, you know, Tulsa Facebook and, you know, it might have been different. But I feel like when you put out the Tulsa King stuff, that's not really what started any type of controversy.
No, it was Cudi. Cudi started the conversation.
I mean, I know that, but when you did it, you know, first there wasn't
a lot of backlash.
Remarks.
It was nobody's Steph being Steph.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was just doing album title and album cover based off the TV show, and it was around the TV show at first. But once I saw the commotion and stuff, I didn't switch any lyrics or any songs or anything. I actually tuned it down a little bit and made a different story around it so it could stand alone from the commotion and separate. I was like, I need to come up with a storyline. I actually based this album off Lion King now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And originally, this album was called Original Entrepreneur, which is on record of our other podcast
Yeah.
at the Mansion, Original Entrepreneur 1, 2, and 3. I switched it to Tulsa King 1, 2, and 3. Same songs. I haven't changed nothing, but I built a storyline to let people, if you really listen to it and dive into it, the casuals is going to be like, okay, he's trying to say he's the real Tulsa King. And it can be a million Tulsa Kings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to combat that. But the commotion made me aware that people are going to listen to mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For whatever reason that gets them to want to listen to it. Let me do what I do. Create an album, a storyline, and something that's going to stand the test of time. And, like, it's not to combat what Cuddy said or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a storyline on knowing where I come from and the people that raised me, who I looked at as kings and the best of what they did, being a prince, becoming what the hyenas tried to get them out the paint, leaving, going to get comfortable, and they love me in the city. They love me in Dallas. I can come out here. I be smoking out here. I be drinking. I be chilling out here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm away from, you know what I'm saying? I'm away from where I roam. I'm out here on some Hakuna Matata shit. I'm kicking it with Chris. I'm kicking it with you or Grand or JB. I'm out here.
Yeah.
Chilling. Nobody know me.
It's weird how that works though. An hour down the road, because like
hour down the road, and few people will run into me like, "Oh, what you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm away. Or I go to Dallas,
Yeah.
and I'm in their local scene and just chilling. I'm away. You know what I'm saying? And I put that on the song. Or LA, like I got my Hakuna Matata era on the album. I got my let's get back in the game era. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. Get back in the game, pop your shit, let them know who you was for real, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the album storyline is now. And Everything Is Us is just a single, just what I was explaining. If you really listen to it and you look at the artwork, it's my version of I Just Can't Wait to Be King. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch Lion King and you see that song, it's just my version of that. And Black is King is what inspired me to create an album based off the Lion King. If you ever watch Black is King on Disney, it's like Beyonce's interpretation of Lion King. You know what I'm saying? They follow the same storyline, but they don't use any. They use some quotes from the movie, but it's not lions, it's humans.
Yeah.
It's like a human in that, you know what I'm saying? So mine is a Tulsa, born and raised Tulsa native version of that. You know what I'm saying? Becoming, how hard it is to maintain, how people are going to treat you, how depressed or how stressed or how, like, hard it is to be looked at different and there ain't no going back, or how hard it is to only be used and know you're only being used. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Knowing why you're being used, and do you have enough to help? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And then I'm a big Marvel fan. I fell in love with the King, the Conqueror character. And I don't know if you're a big Marvel person, but Kang the Conqueror was the new villain, by Jonathan Majors. That
see, I haven't. Once the MCU died, I haven't really been able to get into.
I'm still here, bro. I'm still standing, bro. I'm still strong. I'm still here. And it's on the Loki episodes. The last episode, my favorite episode. He just explains how he knows everything because he created everything.
Yeah.
But he got comfortable in that world, and now he's trying to get out of it because he's like 1 million years old. And in rap years, I'm like 1 million years old to everybody. And you know what I'm saying? As rapping coming up, I'm like, oh, and people was just like, everything. I don't want to go your way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's respectable and whatever. But I gotta hand it everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looked at as just I want to get out, and getting out for me is really spreading my wings and like being a rapper in the world of. I think June is the only one that's kind of got there.
Yeah.
And JB. And I will go to JB route. That's more of my speed. But being in the industry like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was more so like, all right, I mastered the Tulsa local. I don't think it get no more local than me. A local, like I've probably the greatest local rapper of all time.
Yeah.
You know, like for real.
Yeah.
But I want more, basically.
Like you maxed out the.
I'm maxed out
yeah.
being, so that's all I'm saying, Tulsa King. I'm like, I achieved the greatest local rapper accolade that you can get.
Mhm.
All right, let's do something. Let's start from there, turn the page, and let's build off of that. You know what I'm saying? So I take everybody through a journey of trying to get next, and it's another Tulsa King, and it's another one, and a third final installment, and then hopefully we get my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. Like it's no more of the college. You know what I'm saying? It's no more of the college late registration graduation.
You're closing that chapter.
I'm closing it, and hope like my plan is to get out of that this year. So
for sure. So you plan on. First off, let's kind of talk about the struggle to get this out, right? Because we've been talking about this, project, this idea for 2 years.
This album was supposed to come out March 29th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost March 2024.
Yeah.
Probably won't be out till April 1st.
Okay.
In the grand scheme, the album is done. It just takes 30 days for my distribution to work for me how I need it. But the struggle, bro. One, FILA got me content and not lazy, but we had a big team.
Yeah.
I didn't have to throw shows anymore. I didn't have to load the album myself anymore. I didn't have to type up the lyrics and do all that like back line work that it take to get albums out. And like this, I didn't have to decide on the album cover. For that whole 2-3 years of FILA Africa, we had a team that did so many different things to where I could just show up
and be the rapper.
And be a rapper.
Yeah.
And now that we're coming out of that, I had to get back to what got me there. And it was like getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, for sure.
Like, so I was recording and I was like, we got to mix this. I can't just send this. I can't just send this to somebody no more.
Yeah.
And let it be. And then we recorded it. We recorded it once. It wasn't that serious at the time when I dropped that original album cover. Mm-hmm. That album was supposed to be probably a month or two promotion, and I'm done with, and I'm moving on to the next thing. Then it was like, no, I can't put out nothing. I just came off of FILA. I can't go down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gotta re-record this, and it gotta sound better. And then we re-recorded it so it'll sound better. And then we lost the files, the hard drive crashed, and we lost the files. And then all the Tulsa King commotion comes out. And it's like, what you gonna do, Steph? You gonna drop? And I'm like, now I'm scrambling to drop. And then I was like, man, I don't really want to drop because I don't want people thinking
it's like reactionary.
It's reactionary when I was trying to do this shit way earlier because of the TV show. And the marketing strategy behind it, which y'all will see once it rolls out, it's not really for Tulsa. I already got Tulsa. I'm trying to market it. It's called Tulsa King because it's people out of town can compare it to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't have too many things outside of the Thunder. First 48, Black Wall Street, Tulsa King show, Reservoir Dogs, Twister, which is coming out, Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Yeah,
It ain't too
they
many.
just did that one.
Hmm?
That was in Oklahoma, but it was old.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't too many things that just resonate
As Oklahoma,
as the word, like coming from Oklahoma. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I wanted to call it that because I'm like, I'm gonna be real intentional on posting for the world instead of posting for the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to market myself as an artist to the world. So that's why I called it that in the first place. But I knew I could stand on that title too. So I was like, oh, it's cool to call it that. I could stand on that. I am that.
Yeah.
So it's okay. But so once I lost the fight, I was like, let's hold it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like turn this into this local thing. That's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, respect the Cuddy and the music he made and what he's doing. Like, I never took it as offense. You listen to the music, he's not going at nobody. He's stating the facts in his own right.
Yeah.
I listen to music. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go off of, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never took it as such. So I didn't want to, like, play ball that way because it gets beyond the artist. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
turns into other stuff. And when people ain't talking about the music, I get upset. Like, when it's not about the point, like, I get mad. I get annoyed. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want fans that way. And
Yeah.
I probably would blow up quicker a long time ago if I played into a lot of,
That's a short game, though. That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
list on IG.
It's a short game type of situation. And I want my catalog to, like, mean something when I'm done. I don't ever want to play that. Like, I've slowly built what I've built off of playing the long game all the time, and I'm cool with that. So I held it. Wanted to put it out in November on my birthday for Dreamland. Wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't ready, and that's when the FILA fatigue start. I'm doing all these shows. I'm doing a TV show. I'm all over the. I've not in the studio. Like,
Yeah.
it's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I have to do this. It ain't nobody. I can't do all these shows and do a festival and teach and go to LA and come back and go to Arkansas and be at the studio at the same time.
Yeah.
So time was just passing, and then Tulsa kind of shuts down December, January, February. It's dark, it's cold.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to do. So that's where I'm really in the studio, like, the most is during those times. So I could really just sit down and, like, put it together, because it ain't no big team. It's back to DIY. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I had to just get back in that mode. Like, no, I gotta do this. Like, I gotta load this up. Like, I gotta send the emails. I gotta schedule the.
Everything is me now.
Yeah, like, for real, I gotta schedule the studio time, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. It ain't no turn the album in, and you know what I'm saying. And you look up, it's on DSPs, and you show up to rap. Like, even when I start throwing shows again, I was like, damn, I gotta be there at 5. Like, for sound, like, I can't just show up.
Walk in.
Yeah, and the band is ready and everything is. It ain't that no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through that with videos. I shot a video in January. I still got more scenes to do, but I've been doing other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting back to the mode of the scheduling and the DIY that I was before I got there. But now we're done. I got all the files. They're actually being sent to me as we speak, and it's about to get loaded up. And I'm looking at April 1st. That looks like a good. He's lying again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good day to be like, man, this shit ain't coming out. But I'm just happy it haven't stopped nothing, bro. Like, I've been doing shows, been booked. Like, not putting out music ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's only help. And I'm ready to perform. I'm tired of performing old stuff. So I'm like, I think I did the last show. I was like, I'm tired of doing these songs, bro. Like, let's get this album out, bro. Let's do it. So it's coming. It's probably gonna come in April. It sounds better in April too. I didn't want to put it out in January, February. It just sounds like a March,
on a
April.
cold weather
Yeah,
out.
it don't sound cold, bro.
Yeah.
So we gonna really appreciate the time and come out, and yeah, and we're gonna get ready for the second one after that.
For sure. So you looking at doing all that and then the album all this year, or what do you think?
All 3 albums this year is what my plans.
All 3 Tulsa Kings,
Mm-hmm.
and then the bigger one you've been talking about.
Yeah, all 3 Tulsa Kings this year, and then my big joint next, Dreamland 10.
Okay.
Hmm. And it might be called Dreamland 10, and that's gonna be my like, no more Tulsa based
Yeah.
rapper. So
Okay. Definitely. So the last thing I wanted to ask you about, just because it's somebody I know that you're a fan of, and we talked about just kind of in passing before. Killer Mike got.
yes, sir. Sweet.
I meant to ask you about that before, but
Sweet.
got the sweep and won. All the Grammys. There was people that weren't super excited about it. It kind of brought up like the old versus young, kind of debates again. I mean, what I know somebody you've been a fan of, obviously, for a minute.
I knew he was gonna win. He dropped Mama. When he dropped Mama, I knew he was gonna win a Grammy.
Yeah.
For that album. The album was amazing. But I'm a music connoisseur, and you gotta be one of them. And it's a lot of, just like it's a lot of, as hip hop turns 50 and 51 and 52, we don't stop listening to rap because we got older.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we was a Killer Mike fan in 2004 or 2002 when he was on it was only like 4 songs on Madden back then. Like, it's a million songs on 2K.
Yeah.
So if we was a Killer Mike fan when we put Madden in, bum, 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 all in yo trunk, like, we knew Killer Mike then. We don't forget about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's only built on that. He has just as many fans who probably spend money and can afford to spend money on him than a young artist that has a lot of teenage fans as you know what I'm saying? So we gotta know that and be aware. Just cause you old don't mean you ain't out here. You're just not in those spaces where mature people are at.
Do you feel like that's the responsibility of the artist though? Because like Joe Budden was talking about how Drake doesn't do that. Now he's been,
Drake don't
20-year-old people's favorite artist for the last 15 years.
He stays there. McDonald's is that demographic of. McDonald's has been the market for poor people, middle class people, and kids because of the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
For years, they're never gonna say, "Let's make burgers like Red Robin."
Yeah. Or
and raise
a steak, or yeah.
Yeah, like
No,
they gonna add shit to their menu, but that Happy Meal is the reason why they constantly get middle aged and lower class families. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Drake is like, this is my brand, this is my numbers. Let's keep making music for this. J. Cole and Kendrick makes music for their fans as they grow with their fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Morale is very mature and introspective. Yeah. You can tell he's been going to therapy. He's telling you to go to therapy. He's telling you to get over these issues. And this J. Cole is telling you it's okay to age and, you know what I'm saying, be yourself and fold clothes. And, it's like he's growing. His content is growing. Killer Mike's content is growing. Speaking on being a married man and things like that in his music. And that's okay. Jay-Z did it with 444. It's not all about the party or the turn up or the rage, which is good music too. I think as a young, and when I'm speaking for myself, when I was young, it wasn't because hip hop wasn't 50 when I was in 2005.
Yeah.
Jay-Z wasn't the old rapper.
Yeah.
He was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So we was looking at KRS-One and shit like the old rappers, but we weren't looking at them like Jay-Z or Nas today. They were like the word like I can't explain they weren't rock stars like that to us. You know what I'm saying? They were always in teacher mode. The Chuck D's and you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't. It was Biggie and Pac.
But they were young forever, like.
Yeah, Biggie and Pac felt young forever and like more.
But they were, you know what I mean?
And they passed young. They passed 25. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop was very young, and a lot of them rappers still rap.
Yeah.
Damn near all of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are still actively rapping. And it's just cool to know if you put a great album together, which it is, if anyone listens to it, and the Grammys aren't based off who sold the most records. It's like a great body of work. That's what it's voted on. It's the better album, and we just gotta live with that. It made me okay, because I'm gonna be rapping until I'm 46.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop making great albums, so it made me feel good, and I'm kind of looked at like that with the opportunities I get here, and I know like a JB, why he rapping with the OKC Thunder? You know, I'm the littest motherfucker out here. I should be. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about like Jay-Z has a great JB has a great fan base.
Yeah,
like
JB could.
You know what I'm saying? Like he low-key can
200
run for
tickets
office
whenever he wants
feel
to.
like doing it, and same with me. And I'm not, and you're never gonna hear it. I've never heard nobody say throw that Steph Simon on. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can sell 200 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I feel like doing it, and I appreciate people that fuck with me for that. But I also built that for myself. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta. It's just maturation, bro.